Hey family, it's African Osorico back at you with another video. We're here today to discuss the alleged gunman and suspect who attacked uh, two households of lawmakers and has been apprehended, so they say. And I am here to discuss the situation of how these perpetrators of injustices always seem to be captured without incidents. Now, I'm not saying anybody should be abused or anything like that, but I'm just saying I noticed that when there is a black suspect, that there is always incident, whether the person is beaten or even unalive. There is usually some sort of incident, just like with the brother Mr. Hinton, I believe it was Rodney Hinton, who accidentally, because I'm thinking that it was either an accident because of his, he was so overcome by emotion from what occurred with his son, or it was a temporary loss of sanity when he ran into that deputy. Um, and he even showed up with the mark on his head. We don't know what happened because nobody said anything. But I'm just saying, it is amazing police work when police can bring a suspect in without police brutality. And I think that this should happen in every situation, not just some, because it is important to understand why this occurs. But needless to say, they apprehended him and brought him in, as I said, without incident. And so, that's a good thing, I'm sure, for anybody that was on that list. Take a listen to this story and we'll come back.
The Minnesota man one sheriff's office calls the face of evil this morning in custody, bringing the largest manhunt in state history to an end.
After a two-day manhunt, two sleepless nights, law enforcement have apprehended Vance Boelter.
The 57-year-old husband and father now facing state and federal charges for the murders of State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband and attempted murders of State Senator John Hoffman and his wife. Law enforcement saying the break came early Sunday morning when someone spotted this cowboy hat and black sedan, both connected to Boelter, about an hour southwest of the shootings.
An alert police officer believed that he may have seen the individual running into the woods.
Authorities setting up a large-scale perimeter, saying Boelter, who was armed, surrendered.
The suspect crawled to law enforcement teams and was placed under arrest at that point in time.
Boelter's accused of dressing as law enforcement, even wearing this rubber mask and ambushing Democratic lawmakers at their homes early Saturday morning. Senator Hoffman's neighbor heard the attack.
I heard pow, 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 pow. I seen a dark black car backing out of the Hoffman's driveway.
In that SUV, authorities finding a list of prominent lawmakers who support abortion rights from multiple states, including Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, Iowa, and Nebraska. Several lawmakers assigned heightened security, including U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar, who saw the Hortmans the night before they died.
Everyone was rejoicing, happy, the session's behind them, and that was the last time so many of us saw Melissa and Mark.
President Trump saying such horrific violence will not be tolerated. Senator John Hoffman's wife saying she and her husband were shot at least 8 times each, saying in a statement from the hospital, "John and I are both incredibly lucky to be alive," adding there is never a place for senseless political violence and loss of life.
And back to the search, authorities stressing help from the public played a huge role in Boelter's arrest, telling us they got more than 400 tips in less than 48 hours. Savannah.
All right.
This is what happens when the criminal justice system operates in its full capacity in the correct manner. This is when we see uh, these kinds of criminals being apprehended. You know, family, one thing that I have said is that, and statistics prove it, you can go look at the FBI statistics yourself. You know, white men commit the most crime as far as unalivement and things like that. Yet they are the least incarcerated in America. This is done by design. This is done by design for black men and women, as well as black children, too. But thankfully, they caught this person, and he was apprehended and will, you know, face due justice. But I think every case in America, for every person that is harmed, should also be required to have due justice for the victims. Thanks, family, so much for coming. Please like, share, and comment. And also, please subscribe. Have a blessed one. Thanks.